Hey everybody, it's me Marquita, and I want to show you what Gary and Hannah bought me. Shrimp chips. And these chips are chipping. Or, did you get it, Ori? Yeah. And then he got me a 5-pack of seaweed. I wish the insurance will approve this. And the reason why I say that, hold on. Well, I only got 1 gram of protein, but 4 grams of calcium. They don't have no vitamin D. What's the potassium? But it's got organic seaweed, organic sunflower oil, and sea salt. Like, I don't read ingredients. Hold on, Mom. Watching Lewis and his mama, and then Mom started talking. Anyway, love Lewis' mama. She's hilarious. But, yeah, I was wanting to show y'all these chips. I like them. Like, when I opened it, it was like, boy, these are shrimping. Like the smell. But they're very light in shrimp flavor. And they're soft enough for me to gum until it's soft, and then I can chew it. Because y'all know a bish ain't got no teeth. Why don't you got any teeth, Keita? What did you do to lose your teeth, Keita? I got double burn surgery in 2015. Teeth started falling out November 2015. Got the double burn surgery July 2015. So yeah, that's what happened to my teeth. My brain attacked my bone marrow. Well, it attacked my teeth. But yeah, so that's why a bish ain't got teeth. And then, once again, Keita, why don't you get dentures? Because I have pageants. And at this current moment, July the 27th, I am an active pageant. And my doctor, I gotta, when I go back to him, my endocrinologist, we're gonna talk about the shot that he recommends. The only problem is I Googled it, and the side effects of the shot is muscle and bone pain. I have been saying since like the beginning of June. I think my last, no, not June. Hold on, when was my last iron infusion? Was it in May? I don't remember when it was. But for almost a month now, I have been dealing with my bones hurt. I have been saying my bones have been hurting for well over 3 months. Since before I had my iron infusion. Yeah. In my brain, the reason why I stopped is because I thought I said spine infusion. And I was going to say, no, I didn't get my spine fused together. That's why I stopped. I knew I said iron infusion, but because my brain, like, my brain is weird. like when I talk and when people talk, my brain repeats what they say, so I hear what they say 2 times, even when I talk. So I hear what my brain is like, you are saying these words, but then I can also hear what I'm saying in real time, and then my brain will repeat it. That's how my brain is. That's why I stopped, because my brain got to the point where I said iron infusion. I'm like, I thought I said iron infusion. Anyway, sometimes my brain got to catch up with my mouth. I think that's why I try to always think before I speak, so that I just don't say the first thing that pops in my head, because I might not have heard everything that I said in my head. So I don't want to say anything that I'm like, well, why did I say that? Anyhow, that's how my brain works. My brain repeats everything. And that's why I watch everything at 2 times speed. And, hold on, I'll let y'all see. Leg Posty. That's Pokey Posty. But just so that y'all know, I watch everything at 2 times speed. At all times. I hate live streams. Like, I like watching live streams, but I also like coming in late so that I can speed it until it goes into real time, because real time, my brain is like, okay, they're saying something, but also over here, like ADHD brain, which I don't consider myself having ADHD, but I will say, I did take Adderall when I was in 11th grade. It was prescription. Before y'all say anything, it was. I took it, and I remember I was in summer school that year, and I literally did the work within 5 minutes and then got up. And the teacher was like, you can get up and like walk around as long as you don't bother nobody. And I'm like, okay. And literally, I did all my work, and they're like, oh, well, you need it. I'm like, I don't like how it makes me feel. It makes me feel like my brain is like, my brain was like hyper aware of everything. So it was like, if sort of like, it still was like ADHD-ish. It's just, it made it worse. Not to where I couldn't pay attention. It was, so usually in school, I would be listening to the teacher, something would catch my attention, and then I'd be looking like, okay, so there's a bird out there. I wonder what it's doing. And XYZ, then next thing I know, the bell's ringing, and I'm not noticing that I heard nothing that the teacher said. Okay, now in summer school, I did that, but it was like 10 times worse. It was like, I read what I was supposed to do. I knew what I was supposed to do. Finished my work. But it was like, okay, what I was doing was just like, basically, it was just like, it wasn't because I failed a class. It was to try to get me ready. Anyhow, my whole point of me saying that is, I did all the work, and then, like I said, it made the ADHD, because I don't consider myself that, it made it worse, because as soon as I was done here, doing my work, I then was like, there's a bird. And then my teacher told me that I can walk around the classroom as long as I don't bother nobody, and I would go, and I would just stand in front of the window, and like my brain would be like, there's a bird. I wonder what it's doing. It's building a nest. And all that. Then next thing I know was like, okay, well, this class is over. And I'm like, okay. So I did the exact same thing. I finished my work before getting lost into something that caught my brain. So like I said, it just made it worse because at that point, I couldn't sit still. I could sit still, but as soon as I finished it, I needed to just get up and walk around. because my brain is like, okay, I'm bored. I need something to do. And that's why they were like, yeah, you can get up and walk around as long as you don't bother nobody. And I never like walked around the classroom. I just got up and I like walked to the window and just stand there till class was over. So that's why I didn't like Adderall. It made me too hyper aware, and I didn't like that.